Hello, Gorals. Welcome to Six Bacons. Today we're taking a look at Amberlynn's latest vlog entitled, I Had to Go to the Hospital, because of course she did. She's got to make sure to go to the ER for no reason at least once a year. And starting a meal service, COVID Chronicles vlog, because she's the first person that ever had COVID. And COVID definitely isn't a thing we've had for 5 years now, that at this point is just a normal thing, like the flu, that's just going to go around every year, and we're just going to have it. And most people are just going to get sick and be fine. And some people will die from it. But guess what? The flu also kills some people, and it always has. So it's a normal thing to get sick with, Amberlynn. Although the flu and COVID are more likely to kill people who are, old or have immunocompromised systems or are obese. But the good news is one of those things you could actually do something about, and I'll give you a hint. It's not being old or immunocompromised. But I'm already ranting before the video has even started, so let's just go ahead and get into it.
Hey guys, so it is February 13th, and I just
Only 15 days ago, around.
just got done filming a 2-hour reaction to a video. So if you guys have not seen that, then it's because I decided I'm not uploading it. It was really hard to do, and I don't know. It was just
really hard to do your job. Why? Did you figure out how to actually do a reaction instead of just pointing your phone at you looking at a laptop?
it's a lot. Whew, I just let out the biggest
Gotta make sure to leave in that disgusting cough.
and I think it might have fixed my voice a little bit. So I am on day 5 of COVID, and I have no smell at all.
I guarantee you have a smell. Ask your neighbors.
At all. No taste. It is
You also have no taste. That's true.
the weirdest. My brain feels so weird. My thinking, it's foggy and weird and
Because normally you're so sharp.
delirious. And I feel like I'm making choices that I wouldn't normally make. My chest hurts. I have this
Oh, really? Are you eating right and taking care of your pets?
horrific cough that is deep within, guttural with phlegm. My throat hurts. This hurts. I have stuffy nose, runny nose, the whole nine. But my mom
Maybe take that super tight choker off of your throat. Might feel a little better.
is now not feeling well, so I've been checking up on her a lot, and she's been checking up on me.
That's it. That's what we get for a whole day's worth of a vlog.
Hey guys, today is February 14th. It is Valentine's Day, and it also is day 6 of me having COVID. So I feel exactly
She made sure to move the picture of her and her mom to the bottom shelf instead of being covered by that stupid phone purse. Probably because I'm not the only channel that's mentioned how she was covering just her mom in that picture.
how I felt yesterday, so we don't really need to give any updates on that. But I will say I have been trying really hard to have a balance of resting, but also getting up and still doing things. This is why I'm so
Since when? More than half of your life is just quote unquote resting.
appreciative of Twinkie, because it gives me a reason to go outside and get some fresh air.
Yeah, I bet.
And when I do that, this is how I be looking. So many flashbacks to when we
That mask that looks completely unworn because the metal strip in the top isn't even bent.
had to wear freaking masks in public 24/7. It's so weird. I am getting super just tired and winded quicker than usual. So it's hard
Quicker than usual when you're already cutting out every 3 seconds to cut out your breathing from these videos.
for me to do anything, and I know I need to rest. But last time that I spent a long period of time resting in bed, I actually ended up getting walking pneumonia. This was years ago, and I'm telling you, that traumatized
Your whole life is just resting in bed.
me, so I don't want that to happen, because for some people COVID does turn into pneumonia. On top of that, being 500 pounds, you can lose your mobility.
I believe she was actually scared when she first found out she got COVID, but now she couldn't be happier that she has it. Because now it's another thing that she can always blame for whatever problem she has. What this girl's gonna say she has long COVID, guaranteed. Guaranteed. The rest of what's left of her life, she's gonna talk about how she has all of these problems from that one time she had COVID for 2 weeks. I mean, mark your calendars. It's gonna happen that way.
Extremely quickly. So it's I'm having to balance out, oh my God, even just standing here, I'm getting hot and winded. I really
Yeah, like always.
just wanted to update you guys, and I hope that you guys had a great Valentine's Day. I'm like so ahead in my videos, which I love that, but having my weekly live
Yeah, we love it too. We love watching videos from 2 weeks ago where nothing that comes up is going to be relevant.
streams has actually been really conflicting me, and I might be coming up with a different YouTube schedule. So that is definitely up in the air. Like I prefer the YouTube schedule that I have going now, and I love how ahead I am in videos, but like the live
The schedule where you film for 2 minutes a day and then just splice it all together.
streams is just conflicting with that, and I don't want to stop the live streams because so many people are enjoying them.
Okay, so countdown to her stopping the live streams. It must be really hard to have to quote unquote work, which means sit on your couch for 2 hours once a week and just receive super chats. What a rough life you have.
Hey guys, so it is February 15th and I'm actually going to the hospital. I did my little pulse ox thing and it was 93. So that was my oxygen, but my heart
The whole reason she got that device is so that she can just check it constantly and have another thing to be concerned about. I don't know if she's actually concerned, but another thing to use for her hypochondria to talk about, like, oh no, my ox is only 93. You have no idea what that means, like guaranteed. I'm sure you could like Google some chart or ask ChatGPT what it means. But the only reason she got that thing was to have yet another thing to point to be like, oh no, I need attention. Someone cart me to the ER.
beat was 57. And if you know anything about heartbeats, that is extremely low. Like if you're an athlete,
Of course your heartbeat's 57. You're just laying on the ground.
maybe, but I am the opposite of an athlete. And I just really feel like my brain is just like foggy and weird, and it felt like I was a little blurry-eyed.
COVID,
like, kinda
idiot.
lightheaded. I don't really know what's going on, and that's like really the only reason why I checked that. And I'm just feeling extremely anxious, and I don't know if it's like those numbers making me anxious and like the weird COVID symptoms that I'm having, or if it's like my anxiety is actually what's causing those
Anxiety.
things, but that doesn't make sense. Anxiety doesn't
Anxiety.
cause a low heartbeat or a low oxygen. I don't know. But my mom said she's going to take me to the hospital. I tried to schedule
Your mom, who also has COVID, you're going to make her come take you to the hospital. Great. Empath Lynn, everybody.
a doctor's appointment with my doctor, and literally I won't even be able to see him in 2 weeks, like 2 weeks from now. That's crazy. And usually like when you go to urgent care, they can't run many tests on you. And I feel like if I go in there with like an issue with my heart, they're going to tell me to go to the ER anyways. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go, but I'm like low-key scared.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys.
Gotta make sure we see all the machines on her for maximum chance of getting pity from the audience, which she has failed to do.
I just came back from the hospital, and hi baby, come here. She missed her mommies, and I missed you too.
Twinkie's looking bigger, right? I mean, and that is the hardest part of all of this to see, is that I know that dog's not getting taken care of.
Yeah. So I just came back, and I took off the little EKG thingies because they gave me an EKG and a chest
Maybe take a shower after that.
x-ray, and everything came back normal, but my blood pressure is like extremely high,
She's barely paying attention to that dog.
which is not normal for me. Oh,
That dog that's not even wearing a collar. Like, I know you're never going to get him chipped because whatever, you're an idiot. But you're not even going to put a collar on with like a tag with your phone number on it? You're not even going to do that?
loving me.
That dog goes outside. What if it gets off the leash?
You're so sweet.
It's definitely going to run away from you if it gets a chance.
Yeah, they did just send me home, and they weren't worried, and they didn't see anything. But they said that like if my
Wow.
breathing does like get worse,
Imagine
I'm
that.
more
Nothing's
concerned,
wrong.
obviously, to go back. But like my brain is not the same. It does not feel okay. It feels weird, and I don't know how to explain it. It's snowing outside,
Well, you are dumb and know almost 0 words.
and right when I got home, I took her out, and she does not deal with the cold very well. No.
Yeah, I'm sure it's her fault you didn't stay outside very long.
And then I fed her too. What is it that you
Yeah, I
want
bet you
from
did.
Mom? I think she's worried about me, which
Man, she's really looking big. The dog, I mean. Amberlynn, of course.
then freaks me out because I'm like, does Twinkie know something that I don't know? But yeah, like this coat.
Well, she's definitely smarter than you, if that's what you mean.
COVID brain thing, like, I don't know, I've heard about it. Like, my mom, we were talking about it today, and she said that, like, she kind of experienced the same thing, and I don't know, my brain just
Oh, what a weird coincidence that your mom mentioned a symptom she was having, and then magically you have it too. Oh, but worse though. So yours is more of a problem.
doesn't feel right. Like, I just feel so
Big.
just exhausted. It feels like I've never slept a day in my life. So I don't know if I should just, like, sleep or something. My body already naturally fights against sleep, and that's why, like,
Your body probably thinks it's dying when you go to sleep.
my sleeping schedule is usually always so crazy. So I feel my
Yeah, because you get up in the PM.
body, like, fighting against it right now. And I think it's also because, like, I just feel super anxious, and I'm genuinely, like, worried for myself because I'm just like, what is happening?
Weighs almost 600 pounds. Not worried for herself. Has a little brain fog, which is totally normal when you have something like COVID. End of the world.
Like, why do I feel this way? And I'm like, well, you have COVID, so. Today is day 8 of me having COVID. So I want to show you guys. I finished the tuxedo cat Lego because I have had a lot of downtime lately. Isn't it literally
Lately? Like the past 11 years?
so cute? Looks just like wasabi. And this was, like, literally so much fun to make. So an update on me, I actually finally got to, like, physically see my test results because I was able to log into my little health thing, and it does show that, like,
She acts like, every time she winds up going to the hospital, she acts like having the app that shows you your test results is some, like, amazing thing that only she gets from her provider. Like, it's totally normal. That's how it works.
X-ray, my EKG was completely normal. And random fact, it showed that my heart is actually in healthy limits, like the size of it. I've always been like, do I have an enlarged heart? Every time I've gotten a chest X-ray, it shows that it's normal.
Think about that, guys. If you are of a normal, healthy weight, she has the same size heart as you, like trying to keep that system afloat. That is wild. I mean, I think about it a lot in terms of she just has a normal size skeleton under there, but she just has a regular person's heart trying to keep that machine going. Wild.
When me and my mom were in the waiting room yesterday, there was, like, a cluster of these, like, guys who were there because I think the day
And they all asked me if I was single and said I was so beautiful and then complimented me on my YouTube.
prior, they were exposed to meningitis when they were, like, riding along on an ambulance. I don't know the full story, but I was getting, like, super anxious. And me and my mom were, like, glancing at each other like, oh my God. And then one of the doctors came out and told the receptionist, like, if anyone else comes in that is part of this group that has been exposed to meningitis, you need to have them wear masks. And me and my mom were already wearing masks, obviously, but, like, the urgency in the doctor's, like, tone and voice, like, definitely kind of scared me and my mom. So an update on me, I know I've just been giving tons of updates because that is literally what is going on in my life right now. I woke up,
Well, it's your vlog, so that's the one part of this that makes sense.
with my lymph nodes, like, in
Oh, not your lymph nodes?
my armpit area and also my groin. They're
Gross.
hurting. And I'm like, okay. I thought the lymph node pain was just going to be part of, like, the earlier stages, but I don't know. I woke up and genuinely, like, my body was hurting again. So that's no fun. And I almost could taste today. I made something to eat, and I swear to you, there was some taste, but it was, like, not really the flavor of what I was eating. So it was like an off gross taste.
Well, if it was something you made, who knows what that taste would have been.
I was like, okay, gross. On the plus side, at least it wasn't just, like, no taste at all. So something is happening. Something is improving in that stage. So I am glad about that. This COVID has definitely, like, kicked me in the butt for sure.
Right in the shelf.
I just cannot wait to feel like myself again because I have just been feeling so off. I have been off in every single part of my life.
Off a track.
Like, I just feel so disconnected to the world, and I don't know. So the other day, I smelled this, and this is, like, one of my most favorite smells in the world, and there was no smell.
You gonna drink
like,
it?
I put my nose in the bottle, nothing.
So you're just huffing Pine Sol? I'm sure that's safe.
So this has been
I'm sure that's good for your cloudy brain.
my, like, smell tester, so let's do it again today. Wait, I feel like there's a little something there, but it's like
That scar on her arm's looking good.
the weirdest smell in the world. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh my god, there's a faint something. So we're making improvement because I'm telling you this smelled like water the other day. And then because I can't taste, I have
Since I can't taste, I'm going to eat a bag of potato chips instead of using this opportunity of not really feeling like eating to just not eat. And, you know, maybe lose a few pounds, you know, like some people do when they get sick, like most people do when they get sick. But no, I got this bag of chips.
I've been like overdoing it on like hot sauce and stuff just to feel something in my mouth, which is so weird. Not being able to taste, but being able to feel that hot sauce actually really does hurt. So I decided to get some like jalapeno chips in hopes that maybe like,
Sure.
I don't know, the crunch will be satisfying. Maybe
Celery's crunchy. Why don't you test it on that?
I could feel a
You can't taste the difference anyway.
spice on my tongue. Like not having your smell and your taste
I'm sure you have a smell.
is the weirdest feeling in the world. But according to this, we're making improvement and I'm very happy about that. And I have a ramen in the microwave. So I'm going to be eating
I can't taste anything, but I'm going to eat this bowl of ramen because I need it.
on that.
I have to eat to live, you guys.
I've been enjoying ramen because the broth from it has been everything. Just like that warmth has been
You know, you can have just broth. I don't mean to blow your mind here, but you can have only broth.
so great. Literally, it's like a bowl of worms. Like my live chat said about spaghetti. It's giving bowl of worms and warm broth.
Oh, that's weird how someone in your live chat, who's definitely smarter than you, made a comment, and then magically you experienced what they said in that comment. How quirky of you, and how definitely not a thing you do all the time.
So I just finished my ramen and I had to share this. I literally took a bite of a red onion the other day, like an apple, and I tasted nothing, but instantly my R's, what are R's? Oh my god, my brain. But instantly my eyes, they started burning and watering, but I could not taste anything. Like I was able to literally take a bite of an onion like an apple. It was crazy weird.
I don't think that makes sense. I think part of the reason that we have that reaction is because our senses are working. I mean, maybe onion juice like gets in your eye, but I feel like the fact that we can taste and smell is why we have that reaction to onions. But I don't know.
Hello. So it is
Gross.
February 17th, and I literally just woke up because my Factor was delivered. So Factor is just like a meal.
Keep in mind, this video started on February 13th. So she's literally doing like 3 minutes a day and then splicing them together because now we're on the 17th.
Delivery service, which I'm sure you guys have heard about it. I've done things like this in the past,
Also very funny that she's getting Factor meals.
and I just feel like
I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that they're every other ad on YouTube.
it's easier for me to stay on track and to eat better, smaller portions. I actually ordered
Except that you're gonna eat 2 of them at a time.
my first box way before I got sick. So it's like I can't even really taste anything. And these meals have to be ate within
Eaten! The meals have to be eaten!
7 days. So it's like, okay. So I'm not sponsored whatsoever.
Oh, good. So they have to be eaten in 7 days. So another thing for you to claim instantly went bad when the date on the package says, oh, I had to throw half of them away. They were expired.
But I do have a link that you guys can click to get some of it off, like some of the money off for your first box. And just to be transparent, it'll also help me get some off. So if you guys want to click it and try it out. So it does come with recyclable
Recyclable? All right.
like ice packs so your food stays cold. So I want to show you guys the ones that I got, and in future videos, probably even today, even though I can't really taste, this is going to be almost pointless, but we'll do some taste tests. So since the first box was cheaper, I did get 12 meals, so that's 2 a day. But probably for like future boxes, I'm probably just gonna get 7, so I have 1 a day. All right, so these are all the meals I got. Cheesy garden herb chicken with cream.
Wait, this is the 17th. She says they expire on the 26th, but she has 14 of them. That math doesn't work.
Creamy broccoli rice and chili garlic zucchini. A Tex-Mex bowl with green chili cheese sauce and cauliflower rice. Creamy tomato basil shrimp with garlic spinach and pesto zucchini. Blackened salmon with smoked Gouda cauliflower grits and broccoli. 3-bean vegan chili with cornbread casserole and tofu based crema. Spicy pork bolognese and cavatappi
Bolognese.
with roasted green beans and pearl onions. I'm gonna take the rest of these out and just like set this box on the ground. Honey mustard chicken with roasted rosemary potatoes and garlic green beans. Roasted garlic butter salmon with celery root cauliflower mash and parmesan broccoli. Cavatappi and meatballs with marinara sauce and garlic broccoli.
Is she just putting them on top of the microwave?
Homestyle turkey and gravy with potato celery root mash, roasted Brussels sprouts, and spiced cranberry sauce. Louisiana shrimp with smoked Gouda cauliflower grits and chicken andouille tomato gravy.
Andouille. All right. Great. Sound it out, Amberlynn.
Smoky Gouda chicken with roasted red potatoes and Parmesan green beans. Roasted veggie pesto tortellini with roasted green beans. Last but not least, loaded mashed potato pork chop with garlic, scallion, mushrooms, and broccoli. And then for free, I got 2 of these immunity and turmeric shot, which is lemon, apple, ginger, honey, turmeric, and black
Turmeric?
pepper. We should probably do one of these now. So I'm gonna put these all in the fridge, and they all have expiration dates, which I love. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway because they do all expire on the 26th because they last.
Yeah, okay. So, this is the 17th, they expire on the 26th, you have 14 of them. I guess you could eat 2 of them a day. I guess that makes sense.
For a week in the fridge, you are not supposed to freeze them at all. So I haven't ate anything today, so I don't know if my taster is better.
So they last a week in the fridge, but they're good for 9 days? Like, none of this makes sense. I mean, I know she can read numbers at least, so I'm not doubting her on that, but like, the whole thing is, it just doesn't work. Like, the math doesn't work.
Than yesterday, but we will see when I try one of these. Actually, I spoke too soon. We're going to be trying it now. I've never taken one of these type of shots before. I'm a little nervous. All right, so we're going to
Taken, she can get right. Eaten, never once.
do this shot together. Do we drink the whole thing at once? Probably. Cheers.
I hate it. That taste test thing she does of smacking her tongue is officially the thing that I hate the most about what goes on this channel.
It's a faint taste, like barely anything. Wow, I feel healthy already. So I've always heard people say that when they had COVID, like their breathing was so bad and like
Yours is all the time.
they got super winded and exhausted doing literally anything.
Which is how you live all the time.
I'm telling you, that is so the truth because things that I do like every day on the day-to-day basis.
It's the same. It's the same as your everyday life. We have so much evidence of you not being able to like walk in a TJ Maxx. Like, this isn't new.
Are so hard to do now. Like my breathing is drastically worse. Like taking out Twinkie leaves me winded and it's triggering and it brings me back to like really bad
Which is why you're not doing it and why Twinkie is noticeably heavier.
headspace back when I like couldn't do a lot of things. I couldn't shower, I couldn't cook, I couldn't.
Well, you still can't cook and you don't shower.
Go outside. Are you joking? Because I could not breathe. I have done a lot to get to a better spot and to get
Name some. Like, I'd love to see that list of the things you've done to get to a better spot.
to the point where I can walk a mile and I can walk even
You haven't walked a mile in a very long time.
further than a mile. Does it take me a long time to do it? Yes. But I am
Unless you're counting all your steps throughout the week, then sure. And then yes, it takes a long time for you to do it.
capable. So feeling like because I got COVID, it's kind of like backtracking like drastically. Like it definitely gets me in my head like hardcore. As for my factor meals, I didn't eat any today because I still have food at home. I don't want to go to waste. So I was eating on that.
But you have 14 of them. And 9 days to eat them. And you're still just like not... I don't know. I don't know why I'm so hung up on this. I admit this is like a me thing. And she's definitely just going to plow through all of them at the same time. So it's not like there's really a ticking clock on them. She's going to eat them. I'm not worried about that. It just, I don't know. I hate how this doesn't make sense.
Plus, I can barely taste, so I feel like I'm not missing out on much. My mom said that she might want a few, so I might give her some for. See, I'm like, gasping.
I might deign to bestow a few upon my mother.
For breath as I'm standing here. My God. What I was trying to say was,
you're always out of breath when you're just standing in your closet talking to your phone. It happens every video.
My mom, she said that she wanted.
She's gonna blame COVID for everything forever. Like, that's just, it's set. Like, we know that's gonna happen.
A few for her lunches because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat all these this week. I think starting next week, I'm actually only gonna be getting 7 a week. It's just the first box is so much cheaper, so I got 14. Also, in the beginning of this vlog, I said that I did a reaction video. I'm telling you, it took a lot of hard work. The editing was insane, and the full completed video is 1 hour and 11 minutes. I did upload it. I did schedule it. I did have it ready to rumble, but
editing a reaction video shouldn't be that insane. You watch the video, you have your reaction, and then you're done. I mean, I'm not saying I don't do anything when I'm done, but I'm cutting out, like, long pauses. Well, I guess she has a lot of long pauses for her breathing. So, you know what? I talked myself into believing that it was, in fact, a lot of work for her. My apologies, Amberlynn.
Then
it takes a great man to admit when he's wrong, and I'm a great man.
Last minute, I decided I am not going to be uploading that. So it was a lot of hard work, a lot of energy into one video that will not be shown to the public.
Isn't this the one that she did upload anyway?
Because I don't know, I don't feel comfortable. And it's like, if something in my gut is telling me like, Amberlynn, don't do it, then like literally don't do it. A woman's instinct is not to be messed with. I will say that. And my instinct was telling me, don't do it. Like,
first of all, you mean intuition. Second of all, yours has to be absolutely terrible. This is a great screenshot, by the way. I'm going to have to remember where this is so that I can make this the thumbnail.
While filming it, while editing it, while scheduling it. And then finally I was just like, you know what? My gut and my instinct is going to win. But I am going to end this vlog. I love you guys so much. I'm actually about to go take a shower and
your weekly shower.
I'm about to cuddle up in bed afterwards. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Gross. All right, girls. So I look forward to the next however many years she's got left of her blaming COVID for every health problem in her life. I look forward to her finding some fake AI-generated news article about how lymphedema and lipedema gets made worse for people who have had COVID in the past, and so there's literally nothing she can do about her weight, or something along those lines. I've been 6 Bacons, you did great, and I will see you guys in the next one.